Happy Learning Day, dear students! Welcome to another day of learning opportunity. Today, join me as we develop your skills in dressmaking and tailoring, exploratory course for grade 7 and 8. I'm your teacher, Josephine L. Calman, and I will be discussing with you another topic in TLE8, and this is all about read and interpret product design. Learning competencies. First, identify the principles of design and basic hand stitches. Second, read specifications of product design. And third, apply the principles of design, color harmony, and basic hand stitches. To measure how much you already know about the lesson, let's answer the three tests. Ready your pen, paper, and your TLE learning module. For test 1, here is a direction. Identify which doesn't belong to the group. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Number 1. Red, orange, yellow, blue. The correct answer is orange. Number 2. Green, orange, violet, blue. The correct answer is blue. Number 3. Harmony, rhythm, symmetrical, emphasis. The correct answer is symmetrical. Number 4. Proportion, radiation, gradation, repetition. The correct answer is proportion. Number 5. Red, orange, blue, violet, yellow, green, red. And the correct answer is red. Test 2. Identify the following pictures. Number 1. Correct answer is backstitch. Number 2. Correct answer is blanket stitch. Number 3. Correct answer is chain stitch. Number 4. The correct answer is running stitch. And number 5. The correct answer is catch stitch. Did you get them all correctly? Good job! Our first topic is all about principles of design. The principles of designs are concepts used to organize or arrange the structural elements of design. These the ways in which these principles are applied that affects the expressive content or the message of the work. The first principles of design is the balance. Gives a sense of equilibrium, giving a feeling of equal attraction on both sides of central line. According to this principle, from the center of the dress, design should be identified on both sides, may be achieved ways. Symmetrically, or the formal balance, can be described as having equal weight on equal sides of a centrally placed like a seesaw. This is an easy way of balancing, but such balance lends monotony to the design. Asymmetrically, or the informal balance, when the structure, decoration, and accessories are different both sides from the center of the design. In this design, attraction both sides is created by using different accessories. Number 2 is proportion. Is the pleasing relationship of all parts of the object with one another. Proportion refers to the relative size and scale of the various elements in a design. The issue is the relationship between objects or parts of a whole. Emphasis. Every pleasing design has one part that is more interesting than any other. This is the emphasis, or the center of interest. It gives character or dominant interest in a dress. Rhythm. These are smooth movement repeated again and again. Rhythm is an important principle of art. It is formed by the arrangement of lines, shapes, colors, or textures. It creates a sense of continuity in eye movement in a design and creating interesting design through repetition of accent. If there is a rhythm in a design, the eye would move easily from one part to the another. Rhythm can be created in 3 ways in a design. The first way is the repetition of lines, colors, or accessories. Parallel lines are formed by the use of seams, buttons, embroidery, lace, etc., which helps an uninterrupted eye movement. The second way is the radiation. Rhythm can also be created by the radiated lines. These lines are created by gather's eyes, can move easily from one part to the another on the small lines created by gathers. Such lines can be seen in gathers on neckline, arm, and skirt. The third way is the gradation. Rhythm can be created by gradual change of lines, shapes, or shade of the color. And the fifth principle of design is the harmony, or the unity. Means a relationship of different portions of a design. Harmony should be achieved through the judicious use of color, shape, and texture to give a feeling of oneness. It is the result of good proportion, balance, rhythm, and emphasis, thus creating a satisfying combination or harmony. The second topic is all about the color theory. The first thing you usually notice about clothes or anything is their color. Before you start studying which colors look best together, you should learn the meaning of color terms and the rules that apply to colors. Primary colors. The sources of all colors, even though there are thousands and thousands of colors in the world, they are all made up of these colors: the red, the yellow, and the blue. Secondary colors are produced when mixing 2 equal amounts of primary colors. If you mix equal amount of red and yellow, you will have orange. Yellow and blue, you will have green. And equal parts of red and blue, you will have violet. Intermediate colors are produced by mixing 2 equal amounts of primary and secondary colors. The intermediate colors are red-orange, orange-yellow, yellow-green, blue-green, blue-violet, and violet-red. Qualities of colors. is the family group name of a color. It is the name of a color once they are combined differently and given new names. Value refers to the lightness or the tint or the darkness of the shade. The scale of the value colors are from the very lightest tint to the very darkest of the shade. Intensity means the brightness or dullness of a color. When you refer to a color as bright or very bright, or dull or very dull, you are describing its intensity. Example, green peppers are bright yellow-green, while olives are dull yellow-green. Let's move on to the color schemes. The beauty of any color scheme depends upon how well the colors harmonize. To harmonize, colors must appear to belong together. One color harmony or the monochromatic color. It is the easiest color scheme to follow and uses the same color in different values and intensity. Example, dark blue suit with very dark blue accessories and a light blue blouse. Adjacent color harmony. It is also known as analogous color harmony since they are near each other on the color wheel or neighbor color harmony. Complementary color harmony. These are colors that are opposite in the color wheel, yet very pleasing. Last topic in Module 5 is the basic hand stitches. Sewing the basic hand stitches are very easy if you learn each step thoroughly before you start practicing to the next step. Sewing by hand is a skill that most, if not all, people should probably attempt to master at some point. First is the back stitch. Make one running stitch, then take a back stitch to the beginning of the first stitch, thus overlapping each running stitch. Resembles machine stitching and is used to straighten a seam made by hand. Basting is quite important in successful sewing. This is used to hold fabric temporarily in place until permanently stitched. There are 4 types of basting: hand basting, machine basting, pin basting, and basting edges with an iron. Running stitch. To make this stitch, push the point of the needle in and out of the fabric until you have several stitches on the needle. Hold fabric taut with the left hand. Pull the needle through. Practice until you make fine, even stitches. Outline stitch. This stitch is similar to the back stitch, but it is slanted. Make one slanted back stitch in front of another, letting each one overlap the one before it just a little bit, until the design is filled. Blanket stitch. Put your needle in 1/4 inch from the edge of the fabric. Put the thread under the point of the needle and pull through. Catch stitch. This is used for a flat finish next to the fabric, such as seam binding on a hem. Hold open hem edge away from you. Work from left to right. Take a stitch in the hem, then a tiny stitch to the right, just beyond the edge of hem with the point of the needle to the left. This makes diagonal lines that cross each other. And the last basic hand stitches is the blanket stitch. Put your needle in 1/4 inch from the edge of the fabric. Put the thread under the point of the needle and pull through. Now, it's time to measure what you have learned from this lesson. This time, you will be given 15 seconds to answer each question. Test 1, multiple choice. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on your answer sheet. For Test 2, identify the illustrated basic hand stitches. Did you get the perfect score? Great! Good job, everyone! That's all for today. See you again next time and have a good day. Thank you.